Well, this is one benefit of having a building to store manure in. We got well over an inch of rain. I haven't taken any hay off yet, so I don't have no place I can really go to spread it. When they have much rain, the grounds are soft, I'm going to spread it up, cut some tracks. So it's just as easy to dump it off here. Yeah, it's empty. Plus that'll help me stack when I clean the big barn here. It's a lot more, mostly manures. It doesn't stack very good, and I'll just mix them together. It's like, this old barn up here, it's all real long, strawy stuff, the old hay they don't eat. And to spread that out on the field, just a load of that is no good either. Comes out clumpy, so this lets me mix it together some and try to get a little more even spread out of everything. And that's all about you can do on a day like today anyhow, is clean barns. This ain't nothing worked out right. I should have went down to my cousin's and planted that ground the other day instead of disking that one field up. But the weatherman lied too. That day I was disking up there, looked at the weather forecast, the hourly, I mean they had rain for the next day, yesterday. But I looked at the hourly forecast and they had nothing, 0% until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So alright, that's good. I could probably get up early in the morning, disc this piece here, then run up and run the column mulch over both these pieces and get these planted yesterday. Yeah, I woke up to it raining. And I even monkeyed around in the dark the other night and got my brackets on. Thought I was going to be swearing at this. I was cussing a little. Because the one U-bolt goes behind this plate. And I didn't want to take the whole damn unit off to get that bolt in there. And it's not just a regular U-bolt like these here. These come across, up, and then out. And point up this way. So, I still really don't know how I did it, but I took these pretty much loose, this side. And I got that, loosened that one. I didn't take that one loose because I didn't have a wrench handy. Well, I loosened that one up some. And that let this drop back enough, and I took a pry bar and pried this side out, and I was able to drop it in there and finagle a little bit. I got it twisted in there, I was surprised. And you can see how that one bends around there a little bit better. Got them all snugged down. I never did reconnect my hoses yet, but didn't need to be connected until I went to the field. And then I find out, I think it's been breaking out, but the fiberglass pretty well broke. I think this side was cracked and this one had a pretty good hole broke into it. A chunk almost ready to come out. So I duct taped it up with Gorilla Glue, or Gorilla Tape. And just to keep that sealed up for now. Yeah, look a little closer. I mean, I guess I could get like the fiberglass mat and stuff. I guess I can patch that up myself and just re-drill a new hole. Something to look at for next year. I know a new fertilizer box is, I think, just shy of $300. So I don't know if I want to go that route or not, but like I said, I got that all done. These I changed a couple years ago. And I think no matter how much you hose them down, that fertilizer leaches through. I'm gonna have to see about taking this off, brush them up a little bit, slap some paint on it. So at least we got that ready to go if it dries up again. But I'm afraid it ain't gonna be at least till next weekend. I guess after today, Christ, I think it's only barely in the 50s here right now. It's cold. And so nothing's going to dry out for a few days. We're supposed to get back up in the 70s later this week. So maybe by Wednesday or Thursday I can get some of this planted here. Maybe, hopefully I can get it all. But the next step is for tomorrow, well, one, to get the sprayer fixed, get that control box changed. And I think that should be ready to go. But start on the chopper, the tedder, bagger, brown baler, 2 silage wagons, and the hay rake and the disc vine. Gotta get them all ready. And I gotta get the baler going here. I might have to knock some hay down. If we got a good 3-day stretch here, I'm gonna have to knock some hay down to bale. I'm down to less than 3 weeks of hay for heifers. I don't know why the hell I'm running out of hay so fast this year, but it's going fast. And the way the hay looks, I don't know if I'm even going to have enough hay this year. I'm afraid there's going to be some heifers going down the road if nothing else. I know I can get enough haylage, and I'm going to have more corn in than last year. And if it turns out anywhere near what it did last year, I'll have enough corn silage. I mean, I got almost 2 bags last year. I should have well over 2 bags of corn silage this year. Another thing I was going to show here, if I can find them, hold on. Yeah, a couple times questions came up when I planted for seed. Like I say, I still had, this is one I planted last year. I planted all the seed that I had for this last year. And last year was this TMF 2Q4119. This was a 96-day relative maturity corn. This one was triple stacked. It was Roundup ready, and it had the corn borer and everything, just about everything else to it. And there was the refuge in the bag, so I had all the traits. This was like a $230 corn, and I really wanted to plant this again this year, but I didn't want to spend that kind of money. The one thing they talked about this one last year was in the trial or in test plots, this tested as good as a Pioneer brown mid-ribbed corn, and this corn was beautiful. This is some of the best corn I raised in a long time, but I think because I got it planted late, it had a smaller ear, I didn't chop it at the right maturity really. So, but I would have liked to have planted this one again, but I wasn't spending over $200 a bag for that. And then I planted some of this last year, the TMF 2L530. This one was just a Roundup ready corn, and this one was 101 day maturity. And that's what I planted first this year. I planted what I had left of this. So that's planted at one field, and then this is what I got. I actually got it mixed in. Part of the field is this corn. That one there, I think, was like $190 corn. I wasn't too impressed with what I had the ground I had it on last year, but that ground is lacking pretty bad. It doesn't get the fertilizer or manure other fields get because it's down in Crawford County. So that's kind of one reason why I planted it up here this year. And the field I got it on is one I had Sudan grass on, and I spread manure on that field. So I want to see if this one does any better. And then this corn here, it's a Hubner. Get the tag here. RB90RR2. And I don't know if this is what they actually call a silage blend. It's just nothing real fancy about this corn. It's just a Roundup Ready on the cheaper side. Now they said it was an 85-day maturity, but you see there it says 90-day, which I'm a little happier about that. But this is corn the mill had left over from last year. The manager from last year ordered it in, didn't sell it, never sent it back, was kicking around the mill. And like I say, you can see the bags are kind of tore up here a little bit. So they sold it about $50 cheaper. So I still got 3 bags of this left. But plus what's in the planter. So like I say, I just wanted to get corn in this year, wanted to be on the cheap side. I've had good luck with Huebner corn before. So, I mean, I'm pretty much not brand loyal to anything. I've planted Seedway, planted D-Cobb, planted Northrop King. One mill got something in one year called Crop Plan. Starting to see Channel around this area a little more. But last year was the first year I ever planted Mycogen. Now they're Brevant. They merged with somebody else. So that's just a little bit of, like I say, I was asked a couple times what I'm planning for. I didn't realize I had fertilizer in here yet. As many times as I come in here. Oh, that's why it's still staying in here. It's got to go through the manure spreader. There ain't no way that's going through the corn planter. It draws moisture from the air and it caked up. And I tried putting it through the spinner spreader, little 3-point hitch one, last fall to top just some hay fields, and I couldn't even get it to go through that. So I got to get it out of there and start mixing it in with the manure spreader here and get it on some fields that way. So I guess it's time to next feed again and take care of the heifer barn. So that's a little bit what's going on here on these rainy days. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you later.